For centuries, the legend of the Amazons, formidable female warriors dwelling on the fringes of the known world, captivated ancient imaginations. But what if these tales weren't mere fiction? What if the echoes of their fierce independence and unparalleled skill on the battlefield resonate from a much older, real history, a story buried beneath the dust of ages, waiting to be unearthed? Ancient Greek historians, with their vivid accounts and often poetic license, spoke of powerful female fighters. Their narratives, rich with myth and epic heroism, often intertwined fantastical elements with tantalizing glimpses of a reality that hinted at warrior women beyond their societal norms. These were tales that fueled the imagination, portraying a society radically different from their own, where the spear and shield were as natural a part of a woman's life as they were a man's. For generations, these stories remained largely confined to the realm of myth, celebrated in literature and art, but rarely considered as anything more than a fascinating fable. The prevailing understanding of antiquity, shaped by the patriarchal structures of later civilizations, left little room for the notion of genuine female warriors commanding respect on brutal battlefields. Yet, as we delve into the forgotten pages of history, Echoes of Time plunges into a land steeped in forgotten lore, the vast and unforgiving Pontic-Caspian steppe. This immense expanse, stretching across what is now Ukraine, Russia, and Kazakhstan, was once home to nomadic peoples whose lives were inextricably linked to their horses and the harsh demands of the land. It is here, far from the marble temples of Greece, that modern archaeology has begun to provide concrete, undeniable evidence, slowly but surely transforming what was once considered pure myth into undeniable historical fact. The silent earth, holding secrets from millennia, has finally begun to speak. The breakthroughs came with the meticulous excavation of Sarmatian Kurgans, ancient burial mounds that dot the landscape of the steppe like silent sentinels. These Kurgans, many undisturbed for thousands of years, have become windows into a past more complex and surprising than previously imagined. What archaeologists unearthed within these sacred spaces was nothing short of astonishing and profoundly challenged long-held preconceived notions of gender roles in antiquity. They discovered the graves of women, not interred with the domestic tools traditionally associated with female burials of the period, but with the unmistakable implements of war. Battle axes, their edges still sharp with the echoes of ancient combat. Daggers, bows, and fragments of armor lay beside these women, their silent guardians in the afterlife. These weren't isolated instances. The recurring pattern across numerous burial sites began to paint a compelling picture of a society where women held significant and active roles in warfare, where the distinction between warrior and woman blurred in a way that defied conventional understanding. Imagine the scene. Women riding alongside men across the wind-swept steppes, their skill in archery honed through years of practice, their command of a horse as natural as breathing. They were not mere camp followers or exceptions, but integral parts of the martial culture, commanding respect and wielding power in a world where survival often depended on one's prowess in battle. These archaeological finds from the Sarmatian Kurgans suggest a culture that fostered an environment where warrior women could thrive, where strength, courage, and skill with weapons transcended gender. This profound reevaluation of history compels us to reconsider the entire societal fabric of these ancient nomadic tribes, questioning the very foundations upon which our understanding of early gender dynamics has been built. The exact relationship between these formidable Sarmatian warrior women and the ancient Greek Amazon myths remains a fascinating and intensely debated subject among scholars. There isn't a single, universally accepted answer, but rather a spectrum of compelling theories, each offering a unique lens through which to view this historical enigma. One prominent academic perspective argues that the fierce nomadic women of the steppes directly inspired the Amazonian legends. In this view, the Greeks, encountering or hearing tales of these powerful female fighters, observed their martial prowess and strength. Over generations, these real-life encounters and stories became exaggerated, mythologized, and integrated into their own cultural narratives, culminating in the heroic, albeit sometimes fantastical, figures of the Amazons. Their extraordinary skills and independence, so contrary to Greek societal norms, would have made them prime candidates for mythic transformation. Another school of thought posits that while there might not be a direct one-to-one mapping between every detail of the Sarmatian women's lives and the Amazon myths, the existence of such powerful female warriors provided a crucial cultural framework. In this view, the reality of women fighting and leading in battle in neighboring regions lent plausibility and resonance to the Amazon myth. The concept of female warriors wasn't an unthinkable fantasy in the ancient world because there were real-world examples, even if distant. This context allowed the myth to take root, endure, and resonate with audiences, making stories of formidable women warriors believable within their cultural consciousness. It suggests a more nuanced interaction, where reality buttressed myth, allowing it to flourish. A third perspective delves even deeper, moving beyond the direct inspiration or cultural framework to question the very societal structure itself. This line of inquiry asks whether these warrior women were simply exceptional individuals, anomalies within a predominantly patriarchal society, or if Sarmatian society genuinely afforded women a more egalitarian status than many other ancient civilizations. Could it be that their nomadic lifestyle, the demands of steppe survival, and the fluid social structures of their tribal groups naturally fostered an environment where gender roles were less rigid, allowing women to participate fully in all aspects of life, including warfare? This discussion opens a profound window into the complex interplay between myth, history, and cultural identity, forcing us to confront our own biases when interpreting the past. It challenges us to imagine societies where strength and contribution, rather than gender, were the primary determinants of status and role. To truly understand these incredible women who defied the conventions of their time, we must meticulously sift through every available piece of evidence. This involves not only analyzing the archaeological data with its silent testimony of grave goods and burial practices, but also re-examining ancient texts with a critical eye, searching for subtle clues and contextual insights that might have been overlooked. Modern interpretations, informed by interdisciplinary approaches that combine archaeology, history, anthropology, and gender studies, allow us to reconstruct their lives with greater accuracy and empathy. We piece together fragments of their existence, their training, their daily lives on the steppe, their likely roles in tribal governance, and their undeniable impact on the world around them. Their stories are a powerful testament to strength, to resilience in the face of hardship, and to a legacy that continues to inspire us today. They remind us that history is not a static narrative, but a dynamic tapestry constantly being rewoven with new discoveries and fresh perspectives. The Sarmatian warrior queens stand as powerful figures who shattered preconceived notions, leaving an indelible mark on history that reverberates through the ages. They force us to ask, how many other untold stories of remarkable women and forgotten civilizations lie buried beneath our feet, waiting for us to listen to the echoes of their time?